let's go, Buffalo.
This is fun.
Head up to Buffalo. This is the same Buffalo a lot of folks have going all the way this year. Not a great start. Falling to Pittsburgh. That Steelers defense able to contain Josh Allen, contain that Bills offense. Big strip sack from T.J. Watt coming off a big payday. Nick, was yesterday more about the Steelers' impressive performance or Josh Allen and the way the Bills struggled?
Listen, I'd love to make it about the Steelers because Mike Tomlin, as Broussard has said, remains one of the most underrated coaches, not just in the NFL, but across all professional sports. And that Steelers defense was excellent. But when you're nearly a touchdown favorite at home, coming off the best year your franchise has had in nearly 30 years, and you get out, you're up 10-0 at the half, and then get 23-6 in the second half by a nearly 40-year-old quarterback who can't throw the ball more than 5 yards. That's about what you didn't do. And Broussard, I know everyone always says Josh Allen has a cannon for an arm. Last night it looked like one of those T-shirt cannons firing into the crowd. Whoa, my God, look at how far it is, but nobody can catch it. Josh Allen was awful. He threw the ball 51 times for a measly 270 yards. He fumbled the ball twice. They lost one of them. And you can't become the highest paid player, second highest paid player in the history of the league. And in your first game against a team where you're a touchdown favorite that people have projected to miss the playoffs this year, blow a 10-point halftime lead and do nothing second half. With great power comes great responsibility. Josh Allen now has the great payday. Did not live up to the responsibility yesterday for, you know, the trendy Super Bowl pick, Buffalo Bills.
All right, look, Josh was not good. There's no doubt about it. But America, let me show you how to decipher what Nick Wright is saying. Anyone who is even perceived to be a threat or even in the neighborhood of Pat Mahomes, Nick is going to destroy. So Nick just went overboard in how bad Josh Allen was. That Pittsburgh team, well, Aaron Rodgers is no threat. He's the previous generation.
Oh, I mean,
that
just
Pittsburgh
won the MVP.
team,
okay, sure.
This is what this was about. And I'm glad you brought up Mike Tomlin, Nick. Tomlin, this dude is a fantastic coach. Their special teams, we saw them block the punt. That was huge. The defense was tremendous. He handled the T.J. Watt situation perfectly, right? Because T.J. Watt comes in yesterday and didn't miss a beat. He had, what, 2 sacks and was hitting Allen all night, forced a fumble. So, yeah, this was about the Steelers going to be better than we think. And we talked about this, Nick, last week. If Baltimore falters because of the injuries, don't be surprised if this black and gold might be in that playoff race.
Listen, they're gonna have to win a lot of games like this based on defense and special teams because I don't know about their offense. But listen, Bills fans, I know you're mad at me, but this is now the cul-de-sac on which you live of alleged contenders. And if you're at home as a favorite, as an alleged contender, and you have that type of second half, there's going to be significant criticism, and it's deserved for your alleged superstar quarterback. That's where you are now.
Fun fact, I grew up on a cul-de-sac. Hey, we're back talking Jameis Winston.
Very unique.
He was... All right, sit back, Wilds. We head back to Foxborough. In the battle of former Bama quarterbacks yesterday, it was Tua who came out on top over Mac Jones, but just barely. Miami gets the close 17-16 win, but Mac looked pretty good, pretty comfortable. Finished with 281 yards and the touchdown, no interceptions. Most passing yards by a Pats QB in his first career start. Here was Mac on where he goes from here.
Yeah, I think we can get better. That's just how we have to look at it. Definitely wasn't good enough, starting with me. Yeah, so we got to watch the film, and we lost, so it's not good enough.
He's so quiet, I can barely hear him. Wilds, should Pats fans be encouraged or discouraged after the Week 1 loss?
Encouraged, Jenna. Mac Jones, come here, buddy. I'm Robin Williams, and you're Matt Damon. It's not your fault. It's not your fault. It's the penalties' fault. We had 85 yards in penalties. It's not your fault. We had 85 yards in penalties. We also turned the ball over, and you did not. In fact, it's not your fault. I'll get out. Come here, Mac Jones. Come here. You cry right here on my shoulder. In fact, when you look at rookie quarterbacks who started week 1, guess who was the best? Oh, checks notes, of all time? His name is Mac Jones. It was not his fault. He was the most accurate rookie of all. Wow. Yes, that's incredible. All time, my friend. Wow. Including, they got Rick Meyer, just solid guy. RG3 won Rookie of the Year. Of all time, he was the best rookie, obviously, yesterday as well. He was better than Trey Lance. He was better than Jordan Love. He was better than your guy, Zach Wilson. He was better than your old friend with the large neck, Trevor Lawrence. So, Mac Jones, it was not your fault. You did great. Incorrect.
All right, Wilds, I hate to... Listen, I got to talk to Wilds for a second here. Because Wilds is a smarter football fan than he is leading on to in this segment. So I got a question for you. If Mac Jones doesn't turn the ball over, if Mac Jones completed the highest percentage of passes for any rookie quarterback ever in his debut, why did the Patriots only score 16 points? The answer is, and you know the answer, because Mac Jones was playing with the training wheels on the whole game. It was dink and dunk and dink and dunk. And so why does that matter? Because in the red zone, that doesn't work, which is why they went 14 plays, 65 yards, field goal. 14 plays, 67-yard, field goal. 14 play, 57-yard, field goal. The one touchdown they scored came after a failed third down where they got bailed out by a very questionable roughing the passer call. So this idea, listen, the Pats are staring 1-3 in the face, staring it in the face with the schedule they have over the next 3 weeks. The idea that you should feel happy about losing a winnable game to Miami because when the offense scored 16 points, no, and you say he was better than Trevor Lawrence. I disagree. They let Trevor Lawrence go try to do things, and he threw 3 touchdowns, threw 3 picks. He's going to make mistakes. That's how you grow a quarterback. The Pats don't have enough talent, Wilds, to be able to just win games with the dinking and dunking that they had Mac Jones do. That's why you lose to Miami when Miami didn't play that well.
Okay, it was just week 1. We're going to slowly grow. You know, he's not necessarily, we're still on a Dak Prescott, Big Ben trajectory. I was encouraged. Not happy, Broussard, but encouraged.
Yeah, Nick, you're going overboard. All right, your boy Trevor Lawrence with the big neck. They played the Houston Texans, okay? Mac Jones, the reason they only had 16 points is because they played Miami, which darn near made the playoffs last year and had the 6th best team in the league as far as opponents' points allowed. So that defense is stout, and that's what gave New England some trouble. Look, Mac, you're right. They didn't air it out with Mac Jones, but I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that game management because I'm old enough to remember, to use a certain person's phrase, to remember when Tom Brady was game managing and they were able to win Super Bowls in New England when he was a youngster. So I'm just saying, look, Mac was fine. The only problem I have with what Wild said is when he showed that graphic, it didn't really inspire confidence when I saw the other 2 names on it, RG3 and Rick Meyer. Other than that, I'm with you, Wild. This one hurt your case.
Those are the best.
You should have just had Mac.
Best of all time.
Period.